Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Pillow Talk collection. This one actually just launched yesterday. It is such a beautiful palette. To be going into this guy, which I have on my eyes. And I have some more exciting things too, which is her new Beauty Light Wands in Pillow Talk as well. I've got some lip liners, some eyeliners, some blushes, some new lip colors. So if you're really interested in seeing my review and thoughts and swatches on it, go ahead and just keep watching. Wow, I'm really not the best at swatching this, but I really try my best. Yeah, you get 12 shades. You get a great range of colors in this eyeshadow palette. If you love more neutral, nude sort of colors, I think you are really gonna love this eyeshadow palette. So the first three shades in the day look, you get a sort of champagne-y rose gold, and you get a beautiful like nude pink matte shade. The amount of matte shades in this eyeshadow palette is actually incredible because it's really rare for Charlotte Tilbury to come out with matte eyeshadows. She barely has any matte eyeshadows. So there's 8 matte shades in this palette, which is incredible. So if you were looking for some more matte shades to add to your Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow collection, or just your eyeshadow collection in general, I think this range of colors is absolutely beautiful. Of course, you get super wearable looks from up to day to desk, and then from to dream you get a little bit more smoky and intense colors. I'm wearing the dream section and a little bit of the other nude shades, but yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic since I always do something more natural. But I've really been loving this dream section. The matte fuchsia sort of pink is such a beautiful shade, and the formula in this is absolutely incredible. As always, Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow formulas never disappoint. This retails for $75 compared to $53 for her luxury palettes that come with 4 shades. So for Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, I mean, these longer palettes are always a better deal, and you get such a great selection of colors. So enough rambling. If you're interested in seeing how I created this look with the new Pillow Talk collection, then go ahead and just keep watching. So starting off, I'm taking the first shade in the date section and I'm buffing that into my crease with a fluffy blending brush, sort of as a transition shade. So next I'm taking the very last shade in the palette. It's a beautiful fuchsia pink, and I'm really just working that onto my outer corner and buffing it into my crease. Just really buffing it and diffusing it to soften it up so it's not super bright. Next I'm taking the second to last shade, which is the second shade in the dream section, and I'm taking my InStylish brush and packing that right onto my lid. And then I'm just going to be taking my finger too to make sure everything is nice and blended, as well as the same blender brush I was using earlier to make sure everything's nice and diffused. Next I'm taking the first shade in the dream section, and I'm really just going to be applying that more towards my inner corner and blending it into my lid just really softly to make sure that everything just transitions really well, and going back and forth my blender brush to make sure everything is nice and blended. Now I'm taking the very first shade in the palette and I'm applying that right into my inner corner just to really brighten things up. And then I'm also going to be taking that same shade and bringing it up to my brow bone. Then taking that very last shade again on my smudger brush, I'm just going to run that onto my lower lash line to make sure it's equal with the bottom and the top. Same with the second to last shade, just adding a little more shimmer. And then I'm taking the last shade in the date section and I'm gonna be applying that on my outer corner to give it a little extra smoke. Here I'm just taking my smudger brush and kind of extending it to give it sort of a wider effect, and then I'm taking the second shade with my finger and I'm applying that right onto my lid just to brighten it up a little bit. And then I'm really just blending everything to make sure it's nice and diffused. And then moving on to my liner, this is probably one of the things that I'm most excited about the collection. It is the new Pillow Talk eyeliner. It really just says it's called the Pillow Talk eyeliner, but this is actually a brand new eyeliner formula for Charlotte Tilbury. The texture doesn't feel as like creamy and smooth as like her regular Rock and Kohl liners. This one feels a little bit more waxy, kind of similar to like the lip liner texture that she has in her line, but I love this color. It's just like a beautiful like burgundy, purpley. It's just beautiful. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. Seriously, just so beautiful. Like, I literally cannot. And I'm not usually one to wear a colored liner, but this eyeliner color just does it for me. Like, it's like a beautiful burgundy purpley sort of tone without being like super bright. Like, it's still very wearable and neutral. Obviously not with my eyes. My eyes are pretty dramatic, but even by itself, this eyeliner looks so beautiful. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my lashes off camera and I'll be right back to face. I'm super excited for this part because she is going to be extending her Beauty Light Wand formula. One is called Pillow Talk. This is more like a champagne-y rose gold shade, and then the second one is Medium, which is a little bit of a deeper version of that. I'd say it has a little bit more warmth to it. Like, it's kind of like a terracotta color almost. Don't really know how to explain that, but this would be a beautiful highlighter on a deeper skin tone. So beautiful. I'm just gonna be applying that right onto my cheekbone right there. And I'm just gonna buff that in with this Hollywood complexion brush. So beautiful. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit of this guy. I haven't actually tried this one on myself. Just gonna do a little, like the tiniest bit, because I am gonna be applying something else right on top. Don't want to overdo it. Love that for me. Taking the new Cheek to Chic blush in Pillow Talk Intense. So this is a deeper version of the Pillow Talk blush that she already has in her line. I'm so in love with this blush. I think I love it more than the original. Well, it just depends. I love both the same, but this one is so beautiful. Again, for anyone who has a deeper complexion, this is going to be a beautiful blush. And I'm so glad that she extended her shade range with the blushes, because I think she was really lacking in colors that worked for deeper complexions. So I'm just gonna mix the two together really lightly with my blusher brush. You notice how I don't tap? Like, it drives me crazy when I see people tap on, like, first of all, it ruins your brush, and second of all, I don't know, it's just like one of my pet peeves. I think I apply it a lot, but it's okay. little bit more of that highlighter and just adding that to really make it pop. So she did come out with the Pillow Talk 3 Intense Lip Liner. I'm not going to use this just because it's super deep. I just don't want to do that right now, especially since my makeup is pretty dramatic. She is going to be launching a Pillow Talk Medium in between. I haven't gotten a chance to play with that or see it in person, but I can only assume that it's beautiful and that it's going to be my new go-to lip liner. Talk lip liner personally doesn't really work for me. It's a little too light and it really just does nothing. I usually love Hot Gossip, Love Trap, Iconic Nude. Those are like my jam. So today I'm going to be taking my baby little Love Trap, whatever, this little nub that I have left, and I'm just going to be lining my lips with that. Okay, and so she did launch with an extension of the Pillow Talk lipsticks. She came out with a Pillow Talk Medium and then the Pillow Talk Intense. I've been loving the Pillow Talk Intense. This has been my jam. I actually haven't really tried to play with the medium too much, so I'm just gonna try that one on. More of like a matte sort of version. Pretty. But I think I like the Intense. Just does a little more for me, and it is deeper, so I just like to go in with my finger and really just buff it in. Another thing that's very exciting, I feel like this whole launch is actually super exciting. This is Pillow Talk in the Collagen Lip Bath formula, which is incredible. I love the Collagen Lip Bath in general, so she came out with a Pillow Talk version of it, so it's just like, you know, it's Pillow Talk in a Collagen Lip Bath formula. I love the Collagen Lip Bath because they have like a nice minty sort of effect to them, and it's quite beautiful. Those things. My final thoughts on this whole collection, absolutely 10 out of 10, would recommend without a doubt. If you're hesitant about like already having sort of similar shades, they do look pretty similar to like the Pillow Talk palette, I would say, but they actually go on a lot different, and you get such a beautiful extension of shade ranges in this palette. So if you're all about your neutrals and you love some really good matte shades, then I would definitely pick up this eyeshadow palette. And the rest of the collection I'm absolutely in love with. The Collagen Lip Bath, this is just like a staple for me. I love this just to throw it on by itself. On top of anything else, it has peppermint, so I love this. The highlighters, I love these personally. Like, I love the contour ones, I love the highlighters, so I'm really glad that she's extending these shades. I will say I like the Pillow Talk one, the brighter one, just as a highlight. The deeper one, I'd say, of course, anyone who has a much deeper complexion than I do, I think you would absolutely love this. As far as the lipstick goes, I love both, but I will say that the Intense is actually my favorite. I've been wearing it non-stop since it launched. Well, it hasn't launched yet, but I've been wearing it non-stop. Like, it's so beautiful. And blush is super beautiful. It looks good on many different skin tones, but especially someone who's gonna have a deeper complexion. It's nice that she extended her shade range, so I love this. The eyeliner, oh my god, that is like one of my favorites. I love the eyeliner, and I think she might be coming out with more shades in this formula. Yeah, Charlotte Tilbury has a lot of exciting things coming this year, and I think you guys are all really gonna love it. I'm really excited to see what she has for the near future. Of course, I will be here reviewing it for you, I think, hopefully. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.